I met my roommate through Instagram, like many other students.
Summer camp.
Best friends in high school.
The UVA class of 2028 Instagram page.
Days on the lawn, actually.
With that being said, I have heard many stories of students that went random, meeting their best friend, and they loved it.
I met my roommate completely randomly. I got assigned randomly. I was going on Instagram and I was talking to a bunch of people, but nobody really seemed to click.
Being out of state, I didn't know anyone here. I didn't want to do the dreaded Instagram search for a roommate, so I thought, let's just put it into the hands of fate and see what happens.
I didn't have the person that I wanted to be, I just wanted a new life, a new thing that just happened automatically.
I also wanted to meet new people from different backgrounds, and maybe broadening my social circle a little bit more and attempting to do that through this process.
I just think that the social media route doesn't really give you any answers that you're looking for, because you can start talking to somebody, but everybody wants to come off as super clean, super nice, down for whatever you're into.
I didn't really feel like I could connect with someone on Instagram, and I thought, worst case, it's just a year.
I think the benefits of having a roommate assigned is that everything's out of your hands. You don't have to worry about looking for a roommate. A lot of people stress on it. Having the university assign you a roommate, boom, I'm done. I clicked one button. I don't know, this was nice.
We've both learned so much from each other and our own life experiences, and I think it's been really eye-opening, certainly.
You get pushed out of your comfort zone in a good way and teaches you how to coexist with other people. The second the email was released that the roommate was assigned, I looked her up.
We just emailed each other really briefly, so we just met each other on the first day of moving in.
I emailed him because they gave me his university email, and then we gave each other our Instagram and just started talking. You can just kind of say, hey, what's up, this is my Instagram, or this is my number if you want to talk.
I found her on Instagram and I DM'd her. We texted vaguely. We FaceTimed in July before we moved in.
I kind of coordinated a bunch of stuff beforehand.
We briefly talked about Tayla said she could bring a mini fridge. I said I had a microwave. We kind of collaborated on that aspect.
We kind of knew how the room was going to look a little bit.
We definitely get along. We're good friends.
Me and my roommate, we get along very well. She's very respectful of my space and I am with hers.
Being understanding individuals, even if we perhaps didn't have overlapping interests, I think we could respect each other enough to get along within this space.
I learned that we have such a respectful relationship with each other. That's the same energy that she's gonna give me, which is nice.
I know a lot of people that maybe don't still talk to their roommate as often, but me and him do everything together.
We're both pretty social and we share a lot of the same friend groups.
We start our mornings together, and then back in the night we were together in the room. I have someone to talk about my day and everything.
We wake up at 5:30 in the morning collectively because we're training for a marathon now. We hope to run an Ironman together before we graduate.
I think it also comes from us both having a lot of empathy for each other. That's a really key aspect of that relationship and dynamic.
It was a nice experience having a roommate that is actually respectful of you and actually cares about you.
I think that this is a great precursor to what you're going to experience your first year of college.
Having a roommate that has maybe a different major to you or a different friend group than you can sort of help broaden your view.
You end up making a bunch of friends regardless of what you do. You can't come to university and not make friends, so having him was just a plus.
When you meet new people in your hall or your roommate, you have already started that introductory process. You go out, you meet so many more people. UVA is smaller than you think.
It might not be for everyone, and I think that's okay.
If I had a friend who would have been admitted to UVA, I would have loved to live with her together. It would have been awesome.
We have friends who chose their roommate when they met them through Instagram or social media, and they don't get along with them. Just because you chose them doesn't mean they're going to be someone that's compatible with you.
Just do whatever you're more comfortable with. If you really click with the person on Instagram or Snapchat or however you're talking, if you really click with the person that you met randomly or got assigned, it really doesn't matter.
It's for them to decide, but for me, it worked very well, the assigned roommate.
So there is no survey that you take to match you with a roommate. I think that's a common misconception. If you do not have a roommate chosen, don't worry. Everything will work out just how it's supposed to be.
From the reasons that we've described why we chose to, I think it could be something that people should look potentially more favorably upon.
It's also the fact that when you have a new roommate, you'll get to know another new person, which is nice.
There's that fear a little bit that you don't know who you're gonna get, but I think you take that leap of faith, it might just work out.
I think it really doesn't matter whether you go assigned or you look for somebody, because at the end of the day, the result is random. And people are the same everywhere in the world. Like, it doesn't matter.
Everyone is not supposed to have everything figured out. Maybe somebody you do know has a roommate already. That's okay. You'll figure out along the way, and you're still gonna have a great first year and meet lots of friends.
Our situation is kind of a success story because we're living together next year as well.
Yes.
So we're very excited for that.
It's been perfect. The random assignment isn't scary. It's not something that you have to be worried about.
For me, assigned roommates worked perfectly, like perfect.
I actually couldn't have asked for a better roommate.
I've built such a strong relationship with her. I love my roommate so much.